Today on the channel, we've got Shredder from the Secret of the Ooze NECA Ninja Turtle line. Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Ninja Turtles unboxing and review. As today we take a look at Super Shredder Part 3 from the Secret of the Ooze. We've had 3 incarnations of this figure, and we'll compare them all at the very end like we always do. Lemmy decided not to join me for the review. He was here for a second, and then he said, I gotta go. He's playing ball right over to the side of me with his sister. So good for him, good for old Lemmy. But let's get into it. We're going to do this review like we do all the reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. And like I said, we'll compare it to those other ones. And we'll see where it goes from there. So as of right now, Walmart availability for this one. I believe it's a Walmart exclusive. Sometimes those things change with NECA. But as of right now, you got to look at your Walmart stores for these. Not the hardest turtle figure to get from Walmart. As I've seen, there's been a lot of these out and about in the stores. But as they disappear from the shelves, you guys know how it goes over time. NECA figures usually hold their value pretty well, and I can see a lot of people passing on this one because this is the 3rd incarnation of this Shredder figure, which seems a little crazy, and there's rumors we might even get a 4th one, so we'll see what happens with that. But we say it all the time on the channel, got to get the most out of your molds. That's what they're doing here. That's what NECA's doing. So there it is. There's the packaging. 30th anniversary up there at the top. Pretty cool picture of the turtles there. The turtle graphics from the movie, of course. What's that say? The Secret of the Ooze. I thought it said something different reading it backwards. The Secret of the Ooze Super Shredder. 30 years. Nickelodeon logos plastered all over the packaging on this one, as you guys can imagine, as Nickelodeon owns the rights to the turtles. There you go on the top. A little glamour shot of old Shredder there on the other side. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Secret of the Ooze Shredder right there. Warnings, all that stuff on the bottom. And in the back, you're full of glamour shots there. All kinds of glamour shots on the back. What more could you want out of your Shredder? Somebody, I think NECA was saying, this is Kevin Nash. Oh, the wrestler Kevin Nash played this Shredder, so we're going to do homage to him a little bit. So, a little hokey, if you ask me. Like all NECA figures, they do unbox here, as you guys are fully aware by now, I'm sure. Unbox right there, so you can see him right in there, the nice window box. But we're going to do it like we do all these other ones. I'm going to take it off camera and get these twist ties out, all that kind of stuff like we have to do with our NECA toys. And we'll be right back. Alright, we got Shredder out of the package. We got the Secret of the Ooze Shredder out of the package, I should say. And a lot of stuff is very similar. We've seen it before. We got the TGRI canister here. A little different color pattern to this one. So we've seen this before. So a simple repaint. His scepter, is that right? His scepter, spear, spike, whatever you want to call it. Very similar to the ones we've seen in the past, but different as well. So there's the accessories. And then, of course, the hands. I believe, I don't have the other hands to compare it right here in front of me. I guess I got the ones too we'll compare to in a second, but very similar hands, the very same hands we got in the past. I really don't like these old man kind of crazy hands here, but that's what we got. But we got 2 extra sets and then 1 extra hand. So, and then the 2 fists that's on him, so this one comes fisted up, ready to go. And this is it. This is the Secret of the Ooze Shredder, and like I said, we've had 2 in the past. I'll grab both of those right now. We got one right here. This is the 2nd version. I know people were calling this one the Chef Boyardee version. And then, of course, the 1st version, which I think most people ended up having. Everyone is a little bit different, but all very similar. We all know what it is at the end of the day. We all know it's Shredder. But the purple 1st version, I think, is the one most people have. Then a lot of people got this one. And I think in the long run, this will be the most valuable of the bunch because I think it probably had the least production numbers made. And a lot of people didn't even know it existed. So that's how my gut's telling me. The biggest thing, besides the color differences, now you can see the really purple on the 1st one over here, getting a little darker tone on this one. Then we're back to purple, and I'd say somewhere in between the two, so a little bit there. But the real differences, and there's a few, but the first big difference on all 3 of these figures is the different capes going on. Unfortunately, that 1st one has a very thin material that does get snagged, and even in the package, holes get poked through that cape from all the spikes on Shredder, so I did have a little of that on mine, which was unfortunate. 2nd one's almost like a pleather leather type material cape. I thought that was pretty cool. I like the looks of that one a lot. Now this one, we got more of a rainbow Shredder in the Technicolor Dream Coat, we'll call this one. As you can see, a lot of great color patterns in this one. So very, very cool, but the consistency and texture of the first Shredder. So that is one thing to note there. You could probably get holes. I don't have any as of right now, at least, in this cape from his spikes. So you got to be careful with that, but we always say it on the channel, and a lot of other people do say it as well. Be careful with your NECA figures, because not just the capes to get holes in them. I mean, a lot of people can break the arms and stuff. It's always recommended to heat up and heat up with a hairdryer or hot water method the joints on your figures, especially your NECA figures, because they break and NECA's not going to help you out. That's just the way they are. But the same figure, same articulation, a lot of the same, except this one, like I mentioned earlier, they were really promoting this one, saying, we know Kevin Nash, big-time wrestler. It's like NECA or somebody got clued into the wrestling world a little bit and said, hey, we can start selling this, and we can get some more sales out of it if we drop Kevin Nash, Diesel's name, because he played Super Shredder in this movie. But they gave him a kind of a title belt. That's what they said. That was their spin. That he's got a world title belt on him. It's very spiked, very sharp spikes. Those are the spikes I really worry about getting a part of this Technicolor Dream Coat robe. So yeah, you got to watch out for that. That's what I'm going to say there. But I do like the addition of this. I mean, the other ones don't have the spiky belt, so that is some differences. But besides that, out of the coloring of everything and the capes, it's the same thing, just repainted different colors. You got the purple shoulder pads on this one instead of the more silver on the other ones. The head seems to be identical. I don't really see too big of differences in the head. Just a lot of reuse. And as we always say, and I said it earlier, so we're going to say it again, get the most out of your molds. That's what NECA's doing here. There's really no extra use for this body mold in any other line or anything else. So they're going to do this. They're going to go till the well's dry. And like I said, there's rumors of a 4th version of this coming out. How many Super Shredders do you need? Well, how many are you going to make? That's the answer for NECA right there. But all in all, it's cool. It'll fit my shelf. You know, you just put a different one on each shelf, or you put them all together. I guess choose your own adventure in your display, how you want to do your Super Shredders. But it is a little bit of a cash grab. I mean, everything's a cash grab, like we say, but this one feels even more a 3rd incarnation, and especially if we get a 4th one, it just seems a little much, but still a cool figure. I do like this figure a lot. I've liked it from the get-go, and there's something to like about every single one, and I guess this one's more geared to the wrestling fans out there, is kind of how I sum up NECA's explanation of this figure. But what do you think? You picking this one up? Did you pick all 3 up? Were you one and done? I got to think the average Joe out there, the average collector, is one and done and called it good. That's all they needed. But some people might want all 3 like me. You know, you just can't turn a new toy down. That's the problem sometimes. But you guys let me know in the comments your thoughts on this one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, of course. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Get your very own Turtle Anxiety t-shirt, as Turtle Anxiety is a real thing out there. So for Super Shredder, The Secret of the Ooze, Kevin Nash, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.